Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
I think I have two main questions. Can we afford to own two homes? And the second was, if we divorce, what considerations are there for our investment account? So just a tiny bit of background. We're living separately at home. I'm 65. My husband's 67. I travel 2 to 3 weeks out of every month to go and help our daughter, who lives in a different state, with her tiny little ones, with another one on the way. I've gotten involved in a church up there and starting to develop some friendships up there. My daughter and son-in-law, they want me to come as much as I want and to be there with them, but they don't really want to spend time with my husband.
Why?
Behavioral and emotional immaturity, I think I would say.
Is that her dad?
It doesn't seem to.
No, I said, is that her father?
Oh, is that her father? I'm sorry, yes.
Okay, so she doesn't want a relationship with her father.
She wants it no more than a couple days at a time. She's concerned about him being around the young kids.
What's wrong with him? What's wrong with him?
Well, I have involved our church and attempted to talk to him, but I'd say it's emotional immaturity, spiritual immaturity, relational immaturity, focus on politics and things that just don't matter. He has asked for forgiveness every time these things happen.
What are these things? Yeah. I mean, he yells at people or what?
I'm trying to think of a real quick example. He doesn't know when to quit. When people say, I don't want to talk about that, he won't quit. And I've talked to my pastor about it, and he's tried to set up times to talk with him, but he just says that he will go to counseling, but then it never happens. So we've been living separately in our own home here for about 6 months.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I do not like that your daughter and your grandkids are driving this. You owe your marriage more than that. How long have you been married?
Oh, we've been married for 41 years.
Okay.
And maybe
yeah.
I'm not explaining
you
it
need
correctly.
to go, without your daughter's input, I'm tired of her input already. You need to go sit down with a counselor and start talking to the counselor about how to talk to your husband of 40 years, that you're going to require him to sit down in counseling with you, and you need to be able to give some words to that for you to stay in the marriage.
Okay, well, then I've put boundaries around things, and I think maybe I jumped ahead. This has just been getting progressively worse.
Yeah, because you ran off to another city for 3 weeks at a time and griped with your daughter about how bad a man this is that you've been married to for 40 years. Of course, it's not getting better.
Well, and I hate to correct you there, I really do, but that is not how it's panned out. And
it's what you told me.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to be careful here. Because this has been ongoing for years and years, and my going there so much has just recently started to pick up because of the need there. I am not running away from my home here and my responsibilities here, and I'm confident of that, and my pastor's confident of that.
All right, then you guys have to decide if you're going to be married, and then you need to decide that, and then you'll decide whether you're going to do stuff. No, I would not try to live in 2 different cities and act like we're not married when we're still married. That would be suicidal, relationally, emotionally, financially.
Yes. So I'm, deciding our home here is paid off.
Yeah. When you divorce, you turn your balance sheet into a business, and you're just going to look at what we own and what we owe, and that's going to be split. And so you got to start thinking about that.
Yes, and I have, and I contacted it. I have my investment account, the $1.3 million with one of the brands, and I went to another one of the brands to have, because I'm right now 90-10 in stocks and then bonds. And
Well, you don't need to move
RIA.
anything until you decide if it's what's going to be split.
Exactly. So
Right
I
now,
had
you need to decide. First thing we got to do is just add it all up and start talking to a divorce attorney and how much of that's going to be yours, how much of it's going to be his. Because in most states, it's down the middle.
Right. It's 50-50 here.
Yeah.
And he says, my husband says he understands that, I mean, I've managed all that. I've built it. We've done it together. But he said, you deserve more than that. But I said, well, beyond that, we just need to figure out what we're going to do. And they worked out this plan for me with a 50-50 split, but with it changing from 90-10 stocks and bonds to 70-30 stocks and bonds. So I had a question for you about that. I was thinking about going with a second company, but they do individual stocks. And I know that is generally, you do not do that.
No, I wouldn't do any of that. I think you got a whole lot bigger problem than whether you're in stocks or bonds, honey. You're in a marriage of 41 years you need to think about, and you all need to concentrate on that. And you need to put a bow on that one way or another. Either we're in a healing mode or we're in an ending mode. When it ends, you take your poker chips off the table, then you sit down and, you can go to Ramsey Solutions and click on SmartVestor Pro. They'll sit down and put you in some mutual funds is what I would do. It's pretty simple. I wouldn't be in stocks. I wouldn't be in bonds. I wouldn't be in 70-30. I wouldn't be in 90-10. I'd be 100% in mutual funds. That's what I'm in. And you've been listening to me. You already knew that. Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.